1580, the Terry Claiborne Foundation presents its 26th annual holiday party, Saturday, December 9th, featuring live entertainment, celebrity appearances, plus food and drinks. There is a cover charge for this party of the season, but not if you're one of our special guests. All you have to do is go to our website at KBLA1580.com and sign up. That's it, that's all. Just sign up at KBLA1580.com and you could win entrance to the soiree of the season. But whether you win or not, get a ticket, support the kids, and come join us on the red carpet in your semi-formal club attire and celebrate the season with KBLA Talk 1580 and the Terry Claiborne Foundation as we collect toys for the youth in our community. That's Saturday, December 9th, 1110 South La Cienega Boulevard, just south of Olympic. It's a holiday party with a purpose.
I'm Terry Claiborne. It's going to be a party. Come hang out with us.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn!
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
A couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine called me, and she's getting ready to get married, and she said, I just want you to answer one question for me. I thought, okay. She said, we're having this intense discussion about are opposite sex friendships okay in marriage? And I want to know what you think about that. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Are opposite sex friendships okay in marriage? Because this friend, she said, you know, this is somebody that I've been close to since childhood. And we're more like brother and sister. And I don't know. The thought of not being friends with him anymore doesn't make sense to me.
Lies.
And I get that. I totally get that. We've all got friends like that. But my response to her about the friendship and carrying it into her marriage and whether or not that's okay, it is really, it all depends. And it depends a lot on your relationship with your spouse. Because most people, they don't enter into marriage, nor do they walk through marriage thinking, oh my gosh, we're vulnerable to trouble in our marriage. Most people just don't think like that. The reality is we're all vulnerable. And so what happened?
Listen. Hey, hour number 2 of the VOR. So this whole show is really a setup for tomorrow's show. Right? Because normally I get like really hella deep and philosophical and spiritual. And this, I pulled you in today because this is the setup for tomorrow's show. And I'm not going to reveal to you what tomorrow's show is, but it is directly related to tonight's conversation. Because you can hear it. You know, I was talking to my friend and she was saying, you know, me and my guy, we're about to get married and, you know, we were talking about, you know. Listen, everybody want to front like they have high standards or a high moral code or that they're actually good people. Do you know how rare good, kind, honest, truthful people are. Listen, I'm not a bad person, but I've been immoral. I've been disrespectful. And you could even say that at moments in my life, I've been a bad person. Absolutely, I own it. But me being able to own it, and more importantly, be transparent about it and share it, is testimony. It's a testament to me being a good person. Most people put on the mask of good. Most people put on the mask of faithful. Most people, and I've worn the mask of faithful too. But I'm trying. Watch tomorrow's show. I use this show to set up tomorrow. But we're still here, and we have a full call bank, and I want to get to it. Tonight's topic, very interesting. Can my woman's friends be my friends? Can my, and for a woman, can your husband's close friends be your close friends? Is there a problem with that? And I'm talking about of the opposite sex. Can I be friends with your inner circle, wife? Can I be inner friends with your inner circle, husband? Is that healthy? Huh? Establishing and maintaining friendships with the close friends of one significant other can be a complex and delicate matter. Listen, it requires a deep, and I mean Mariana's Trench deep understanding of emotional intelligence, effective communication, and the ability to address potential power dynamics and conflicts of interest. Have you ever been friends with one of your dude's friends and he felt some kind of way about it because y'all sparked it up organically? Maybe at a family get together where everybody was there and the friend was there, and the next thing you know, they talking about, oh, you watched that show too? Yeah, I watched that show. And the next thing you know, they always talking at every event. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Tonight's show aims to explore the guidelines that should be followed in such situations while considering the implications of monogamy, ownership, and the impact of the wounded inner child on the development of genuine friendships with individuals of the opposite gender. Listen, if I got unhealed wounds, I'm going to feel some kind of way. If I have a maladaptive attachment style, I'm going to feel some kind of way. Right? Husband or wife goes both ways, right? How many people have a super high emotional IQ? Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in understanding and managing the complexities of friendships within intimate relationships. It involves recognizing and regulating one's own emotions, as well as empathizing with the emotions of others. By cultivating emotional intelligence, individuals can navigate potential conflicts, jealousy, and possessiveness that may arise when their partner forms friendships with individuals of the opposite gender who also so happen to be that person's friend. How do you address the power dynamics? These my friends. Who you think you're talking to? You can't just be, well, what are you talking to them about? Are you sharing stuff about us with my homie? Huh? 1-800-920-1580. Power dynamics can emerge when a partner forms friendships with individuals of the opposite gender who are close friends of their significant other. It is essential to address these dynamics openly and honestly by acknowledging and discussing any concerns or discomfort that may arise. Both partners can work together to establish healthy boundaries that ensure emotional safety and well-being for all parties involved. Listen, do you really think relationships are functioning at these high levels where active listening is happening, where compassion, where consideration, where respect, where boundaries are in place. Do you really think, or do these relationships operate on autopilot like the rest of their life? 1-800-920-1580. We got callers from all over the country. Who's been on the longest? No, Truemonger. Truemonger's been on the longest. Truemonger, Dallas, Texas. Get in here.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Man. Yeah, most people will act like being friends with the opposite sex is a problem because they're still functioning off of fear. You know, if you secure about yourself and secure about the woman and y'all know how y'all get down, you're not really worried about your friends trying to do something because they're going to know there's going to be consequences if they cross the line. And if they do try to cross that line, that means they really ain't your friend to begin with, in my opinion.
You, me, and he. That's right. That you're 100% right.
Now, when I was with somebody, if I organically got along with her friends, it was what it was. But she knew how I operate. She knew how I get down. I'm not weak-minded like that. You could be the most physically attractive person, and all it's going to take for me is to hear what comes out of your mouth, where I determine if I even consider it. More often than not, I wouldn't. So I don't fall for just the physical look or just the so-called attraction. I'm with my person for a reason, but that's who I want to be with. I don't care if you try to tempt me or whatever, because if you do that and she don't notice it, I will, and I'm gonna call them out on it. That's how I will.
Fine line.
And if my friends were around her, they know not to cross that line, or they won't be around.
So
it's as simple as that.
So what you're saying is, in order for your significant other to be friends of your friends, who so happen to be men, they would have to have as much respect for your relationship as y'all do.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it, brother. I love it. Hey, guess what you just did, Truemonger?
It's brought Dallas in the building.
Dallas, Texas is in the building. This is a national discussion. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the protocol. You know what you got to do. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. We're on fire tonight. Let me get another caller. My brother, Heru Ali. Get in here.
Peace to the family and nations. Honors all.
What's up, brother?
Man, it's good to hear from you. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, I'm all right, man. I'm still here. I'm alive.
That's what's up. Hey, listen, in the past, growing up to high school, first of all, I want to let you know that I haven't made a lasting friendship since elementary school when it comes to me and another male. My closest male friend is my cousin, and we from the same generation. Chef Keith, we cook, and hell, even when we was in high school and graduated, I went off to the Army. I introduced him to my little lady friend, and while I'm in basic training, her sister write me telling, your cousin over here spending time with Gucci. So I introduced. I'm thinking, no, the hell he ain't. Oh yeah, he ain't hanging out. So we fell out for a couple of years after that. As we grew and matured and all that, I was like, you know what? You couldn't have done it unless you wanted it. So, we ain't gonna never fall out over a female ever again.
Wow.
On the flip side, when I met my ex-wife in high school, growing up, I don't know if it's because I'm a Scorpio, most of my friends were females, and we were just friends. And I had mad love for them. Got with the wife in high school. She was insecure. It's like, so I got rid of them. I was like, I can't talk to you no more. I hated that because I always wanted to check on them. So when I came back into town, I would find where they are, and somehow the ex-wife would always find out. It would be contention. I said all that to say this.
Wait, hold on. You always wanted to check on them for what? What was you checking on them for?
What? Listen, I loved them. I wanted to know their progress. You know what I'm saying? This is 19, 20, year one. What I did come to understand, you know, being married 21 years, divorced, is like, don't burn a bridge that eventually you want to cross in the future, or you need to cross in the future. They were good people. They were never any threat to the ex, and I should have never got rid of them. I should have set that boundary, but I was a clown.
So wait a minute. Hold on. Never burn a bridge you might need to cross in the future.
Absolutely. Never burn that bridge.
Oh.
You never know. They were great friends. So here's the thing. Being married, divorced, age I'm now 50. Listen, with the Queen, I'm not insecure. I'm not checking phones. I don't need no passwords, because at the end of the day, grown folks is going to do what grown folks is going to do.
That's right.
You can't stop it. You can't be with them 24/7. And I'm from your generation. It is what it is.
That's right.
But listen, we're all, near Earth, you know what I'm saying, out or not. If you still have friends, we're out or not.
Right.
But listen, are you going to dock? Or are you going to stay out in the outer orbit and say, listen, I can give you verbal advice, but I'm not going to cross that line. It deals with respect, maturity, all of that. Once you get that sex demon in you under control, then you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Don't give up good people, for what may be a temporary situation, even if it's 21 years.
That sounds a little pessimistic, but Heru Ali, guess what you just did?
Listen, I brought the Cereal City, Battle Creek, in the house.
Yes, sir. Battle Creek, Michigan is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, please call me. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. We are having an amazing conversation. When I come forward, I'm going to be talking to Ronan out of Indianapolis and Vanetta out of San Diego, California. Let's get it.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Environmental justice, pollution, and climate. In Los Angeles and across America, people of color are suffering and dying from disproportionate health impacts on a planet that has less than 10 years to prevent irreversible damage. Heat illnesses, respiratory illnesses, water-related illnesses, food system impacts, insect-related diseases, Black maternal health, and mental health effects. As the impacts of climate change mount, millions of vulnerable people, our people, are going to bear the brunt of these extreme environmental events, which will likely lead to forced displacement, loss of cultural identity, and other related risks. These realities are as real as rain. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 for more details about the most progressive multimedia and live events campaign any Black media outlet has ever undertaken to combat the climate catastrophe. Experts, events, empowerment. It's all on the way from unapologetically progressive KBLA Talk 1580. We don't black down. We level up.
Level up, 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 level up.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Stay Housed LA has the resources you need to know your rights and the legal support to back them up. The COVID-19 pandemic has cost people their jobs and livelihoods. This has left an estimated 1/3 of households not being able to make rent and facing losing their homes. This is a fear no one in our community should have to face. You have rights, though, and Stay Housed LA is here to help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between the County of Los Angeles, the City of Los Angeles, and local community and legal service providers. Together, they provide tenants with the information and support needed to exercise their rights so they can remain safely in their homes. Find out more about your rights by participating in a virtual tenant workshop. Get the legal assistance you need. Find additional resources in Los Angeles County and the City of Los Angeles. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA County for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. That's stayhousedla.org. Or call their hotline at 213-694-0040. We've got your black with a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt. I just got on stage dripping, pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof. I asked her name, she said blah, blah, blah. She had 9-10 pants and a very big bra. I took a couple of flicks and she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Because when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said, no, I don't. I only have a friend. Come on, I'm not even going for it. That's what I'm going to sing. You got what I need, but you say he's just a friend, and you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend.
One of the biggest questions that I hear singles ask is, can men and women really just be friends? One of the biggest questions that I hear married people ask is, can men and women really just be friends? Same question. There's a lot of ambiguity around that answer, and we haven't gotten it right. And so as an infidelity recovery specialist, we have found that there are 4 classifications of an affair. The first class is what we would call the one-night stand, very physical. The second class is emotional entanglement, friend. The third class is sexual compulsion, physical. The fourth class is what we call the marital void. So if there's a void in my marriage, I need to have that void fulfilled, and I usually form a relationship with a member of the opposite sex and have an affair. Friend. So there's a high probability that you will wind up engaging in an affair relationship with a friend. So as an infidelity recovery specialist, I take people through a process called the 19 signs of a close call friendship that borders and tiptoes on an affair. Let me just say this. This is important for all of you to understand. This is the perfect way to end, because I know we're short on time. This is the perfect way to end. Every single relationship on the planet Earth, whether male, female, male, or female, every single relationship is based upon some form of attraction. Now, it may not be physical, it may not be sexual, it may not be emotional, but there's something that draws and attracts you to that person. So let's just take my best friend, male. He loves history. I love history. We come together based upon that commonality. Instant chemistry, instant connection. We could talk till the sun comes up. But if I have a opposite sex friend who loves history and I love history, we have instant connection, instant rapport. We can talk till the sun comes up. Now, eventually, we know when dealing with the male-female dynamic, intimacy is the foundation of all communication. So the more that we talk about history, I'm like, wow. We can talk about anything. I wish my wife...
He's cooking! Oh, he was cooking, and I'm guilty of a lot of it. Gosh, I'm guilty of some of that stuff. Woo, I be beating myself up over it, too. I'm guilty. I mean, I've committed some of that stuff, emotional entanglement and all of that. Friendships. You think it's just a friendship, and, you know, man. Heavy stuff tonight. We got callers, and you know I love to get the callers and their perspectives in here, man. It's just riveting tonight. This is a very nuanced discussion. Ronan, Indianapolis, get in here.
What's going on, though?
Man, I already know you about to act up, so here we go.
Those four things I've been guilty of before, and that's why when it comes to the question, I prefer to have some boundaries. Because, like I say, with my friends, they already know how I am. So they know how to respect the space for the most part. If they don't, that's easy to, respond to that. But sometimes, like, I see why some women have male friends technically. Because there's a lot of women who, they're questionable. Like, you start seeing your woman's vetting process. Like, why is she there with her friend? And see how much she talks so much. Because, like, that little bit of advertising, some women want to see what's going on. I've seen it from personal experience.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
What if you're in a long-term relationship with your woman?
Mm-hmm.
She has friends of the opposite sex that she talks to, but she's never told you about them. She's never introduced you to them. But you do know they exist.
That's a problem.
But talk to me about that. Why is that a problem?
The reason why is like that if you don't have that level, if you had that level of confidentiality with him, then that leaves the door open for some invasive questioning. Because I have to ask.
But then that's well, that's an assumption, right? You're assuming that these men that you really don't know about because she don't talk about them, right? But you do know they're there. You're not the only man she's talking to. You guys are not married, right? But you do know she has other male friends. She's never told you who they are. She's never given you any background on who they are. But you do know she talks to other males on the phone. You're her guy, though.
And I think instinctively because I've been that guy a few times.
Oh, just hold tight. Just hold tight. When we come forward in the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, here we come.
Got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend.
So I took blah blah's word for it. At this time, I thought just having a friend couldn't be no crime. Cause I have friends, and that's a fact. Like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack. Forget about that, let's go into the story about a girl named blah 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 that adore me. So we started talking, getting familiar, spending a lot of time so we can build.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is unveiling a new plan to house migrants. The Black mayor's proposal is to move asylum seekers into 17 churches as construction starts on a winterized tent camp. Pregnant women, children, and those who have been sleeping outside will be the first ones on buses. Members of Chicago's faith-based community and charitable groups also seek to help migrants with food, clothing, and work opportunities at a cost of $350,000. Some residents in Pickaway County, Scioto Township in Ohio are demanding that an elected trustee resign for allegedly using a racial slur. WSYX-TV reports trustee Barton Fannin used the offensive word at a meeting on November 17th while referring to the Juneteenth holiday. Fellow trustee John Maynard says he was present for the comment and condemns Fannin's language. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
At Southern California Edison, they're installing insulated power lines and using the latest technology to help keep our communities safe from wildfire. Learn more at sce.com/mitigation.
In association with KBLA Talk 1580, the Terry Claiborne Foundation presents its 26th annual holiday party, Saturday, December 9th, featuring live entertainment, celebrity appearances, plus food and drinks. There is a cover charge for this party of the season, but not if you're one of our special guests. All you have to do is go to our website at KBLA1580.com and sign up. That's it, that's all. Just sign up at KBLA1580.com and you could win entrance to the soiree of the season. But whether you win or not, get a ticket, support the kids, and come join us on the red carpet in your semi-formal club attire and celebrate the season with KBLA Talk 1580 and the Terry Claiborne Foundation as we collect toys for the youth in our community. That's Saturday, December 9th, 1110 South La Cienega Boulevard, just south of Olympic. It's a holiday party with a purpose.
I'm Terry Claiborne. It's gonna be a party. Come hang out with us.
JP Morgan Chase is building on the investments in California and around the country to help close the racial wealth gap and build a more equitable future. As part of JP Morgan Chase commitment, they are taking action to help improve financial wealth and access to banking in the Black community, helping more people open low-cost checking and savings accounts, hosting community seminars with supporting Black-led institutions by building awareness about financial investments, hiring community managers, and opening community center branches like Crenshaw, Inglewood, and downtown LA. Visit today, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Again, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Get the tools to help reach your financial goals. Visit today, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Again, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity.
Hello?
Man, where are you? I thought you were coming.
I can't. I'm in bed with the flu.
The flu? Whoa. Grandma's about to crowd surf. Man, I'll call you back.
Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is safe, effective, and you can get it at the same time as your COVID-19 vaccine. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
Only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work.
Maybe it's because employers don't know what kind of jobs they can do. Like, what about a programmer?
That's a job for someone with autism.
How about a healthcare worker?
Yep, that is too. People with autism can do a lot of different jobs, but often get overlooked due to outdated stigmas. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
What about a ranch hand?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment. LA's 99 neighborhood councils form the grassroots level of the Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While neighborhood council board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the members of their community. Neighborhood councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability. They also provide local expertise on the delivery of city services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who is a part of the fabric of daily life in said community. This includes those who live, work, or own property or a business. If you are interested in stepping up to join your local neighborhood council, visit www.empowerla.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need love.
So I got this two-timing chick who got her revenge from when I was on my two-time tip. And even when I tried to correct it, she couldn't get past how she was disrespected, neglected my effort, a pair with no trust, dirty games and affairs that been tearing us up. If things ain't picture perfect, is it really worth it? I have an idea, but I need to know for certain.
I'm calling you up, I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need a love doctor, and I need it right away. I'm calling you up, I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need to hear the doctor's voice to breeze up.
Hey. Huh.
Friends, how many of us have them? Friends, ones we can depend on. Friends, how many of us have them? Friends, before we go any further, let's be friends.
Friends is a word we use every day. Most of the time we use it in the wrong way. Now you can look the word up again and again, but the dictionary doesn't know the meaning of friends.
And if you ask me, you know I couldn't be much help, because a friend's somebody you judge for yourself. Some are okay and they treat you real cool, and some mistake
Ladies and gentlemen,
We like to be with some.
you already know what it is. My playlist is my co-host. We on fire tonight. We have a great topic. It's a heavy topic, but I'm telling you right now, it's the setup for tomorrow. All right? We got so many callers on the line. People want to talk. They're from all over the country, but let's get Ronan back in here to finish his final thought. Ronan, get in here and wrap up your final thought for me, brother.
Okay, as I was saying, like when it comes to her friends, I like to keep things cordial, but a respectable distance, because she has that level of confidentiality with them, just I have with my friends, and that's the other side of familiarity breeds contempt. Like if you get too familiar with her friends, that can breed insecurity, and it can open the doors to a lot of things, especially when her so-called friends start revealing some stuff, not just about her, but but herself and how she feels. So been on that playing field. It's been interesting.
Man, what did you just do, Ronan?
I brought Indianapolis to the building.
Naptown is in the building. The reason why he's laughing is because our chat room is on complete fire. And all of the quips and quotes that it's stuff that I can't even repeat. They're just in there going crazy. Can my woman's close friends become my close friends as well? That's tonight's topic. We're talking about, can people in a committed, heterosexual relationship, can their significant other have friends or strike up friendships with their male or female close circle? And, so many interesting points have come out. And remember, this is a national discussion. If you want to bring your city in the building, you definitely can do it. All you have to do is call the number 1-800-920-1580. I'm going to get to the callers because I want them to get their point out before I start my little diatribe. So let's do this right now. Vanetta from San Diego's been on the longest. Vanetta, get in here.
Hi, Zoe.
Hey, Vanetta, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
It's a good topic. And I think it's okay. It's okay for your husband to have female friends. It's okay for the wife to have male friends, as long as they respect each other's boundaries.
Absolutely. I think yes, for grown-ups. When you grown spiritually, mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally, when you're grown, this is not a problem.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, but I do think grown is rare. What are your thoughts?
Well, that's true because some people that are grown are really not grown. They act very immature and.
Come on, then.
But you wouldn't know those kind. You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, the wife or the husband would know. Like, for instance,
I see. Yes.
if the husband have female friends that are immature, that then it's possible there's no boundaries either. And it's possible that it could be more than just a friendship. Or it could even lead to other things like drama. A lot of times, men and women have friendships, but they're speaking on things that the wife might not even supposed to know about the husband and shouldn't know.
Interesting.
So that's why I say it should be boundaries.
Absolutely.
Because there's some things I would not want to know. Some experiences that he and his female friends may have had in the past. I don't need to know that, and I don't want to know that.
Right.
And especially if it's going to cause problems in our relationship. So.
No, that's a good point.
They have to be mature.
That's a good point. Vanetta, guess what you just did?
I just brought San Diego by way of Atlanta.
San Diego by way of the A is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know what you got to do. You know who I'm finna go to. And I said finna. You know who I'm about to go to. I'm staying on point. LBC in the building. Get in here.
What's good, Alafia family?
Alafia.
My apologies for being late to class. I was at work.
That's all right.
I really don't have female friends.
Why?
And the female friends that I do have, they were raised with brothers, like I was. I find it more easier to deal or have friends that are males simply because of how I was raised. I need the logic brain. To me, females, they can get emotional and all out of pockets and all out of sorts, and I don't have time for that. Not saying that I don't get emotional, but how I handle my emotions are more close to a male per se than a woman.
Tell us more about why you don't want to chill with your gender mate, your gender partner.
Because they're out of pocket.
What makes them out of pocket?
Just their thought process.
What's wrong with their thought process?
Well, let's just take for today's time. The female species they're looking to dig into a male's pocket and get him for all that he has. That's not cool for me. I was raised on get your own. Bring something to the table. Not just yourself.
But that's not all females, right? You talking about
some but all. Some but all.
Okay, all right.
Some but all. But see, my thing is I also work in a barbershop. So when I am in a relationship, that person that I am with, they have to be confident enough to deal with that. I work in a prominent black
surrounded by
historical barbershop. Yes.
Right.
All day. But it's also up to me on whether or not I am making my man feel insecure. My coworkers, they know they are big brothers to me and nothing more.
So now I got to hit you in the head with a scenario. Yes. You're a part of a culture of people, a group of people, right? I don't know what you guys do. You guys maybe y'all golf and you guys always see each other. There's husbands and wives and couples and people who are not married but are together, the whole 9 yards.
Mhm.
One couple is headed for divorce.
Mhm.
Is it okay for one of the men in that pre-existing community to holla at the not quite yet out of it woman?
Absolutely not.
Talk to
You
me
have to stay
about
on
it.
code.
Talk
You
to
have
me.
to stay on code. Like I said, I was predominantly raised with men, you know, my brothers and their friends. And so I was allowed to be amongst their conversations, and what was not tolerated was not dipping in other people's Kool-Aid. That's it.
Or at
You
least
have to stay
pour
on
the
code.
pour the Kool-Aid out, wash out the pitcher, and then make your own
Well,
Kool-Aid.
But look, there are some instances where, you know, you if you get permission, then go ahead.
If you get permission, that's the man way.
If you get permission. But it doesn't matter if that person is they've been divorced, they haven't spoken to each other in 10 years. If you have not gotten permission, you breaking code and you are in violation.
The code of the community.
Yes.
I love it. Guess what you just did?
I brought the LBC in the building.
LBC in the building. If you want to bring your city. Wait a minute. Watts is in the building. When we come forward, we're going from the LBC to Watts. Let's go.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Did you know addiction to drugs like meth or cocaine is a disease and not a choice? But getting help is. If you have stimulant use disorder, you, your family, and friends may have a lot of questions, including where to start. Choose Change California can help. Make a change today and find a proven treatment option for you at choosechangeca.org.
Hey, everything okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Honey. Hey, I'm here for you. Tell me about school today.
When kids can't find the right words, music can help them sound it out. Talk to the kids in your life about their emotional well-being. Find tools and resources at sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal Ventures.
Ask any former youth in foster care what they missed most while growing up, and they will most likely answer, someone to show me unconditional love. Now, isn't that something we all wished we could experience? Here in Los Angeles, up to 40% of homeless youth on our streets identify as LGBTQ+. The most prevalent reason for homelessness among this population is the rejection they've experienced from their own families. The LA County Department of Children and Family Services and Raise a Child are searching for safe, nurturing, and affirming foster parents within our community willing to stand up and serve all children and youth in foster care, especially LGBTQ youth. Learn the many benefits to becoming a foster parent. Attend a free Raise a Child virtual or in-person informational event to learn more. RSVP now at raiseachild.org. That's raiseachild.org. And thank you.
No young person should ever have to worry about having a safe place to sleep at night, or whether anyone cares about them.
But the reality is, 1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis and giving them the support and tools they need to succeed in life. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today. Thank you for caring.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm the best friend he's got. I'd give him the shirt off my back. He knows he can trust me with his life. But each time he leaves me alone with his wife. I wish he didn't trust me so much. I think he really trusts me too much. How can he be so blind? We both got the same good taste.
We got the same good taste.
When he's gone on his business trip, I can't help watching this woman without losing my grip. I wish he didn't trust me so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is my co-host, man. That Bobby Womack was a fool for that one. He was a wild boy for that. Lord have mercy. Let me get my final caller in here tonight. Juliet out of Watts. Get in here. What's up?
What's up? Reparations for our ancestors and righteous elders, and I love you, Zoe. You're the voice of reason.
Thank you, sister. I appreciate it. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Is my loved one Andy there too? I want to say hello to him.
Yes, Andy is here. He just said, what's up to you?
All right. Listen, I come from a family. My mother had 5 boys and 4 girls, and I'm in the middle. It's 4 over me and 4 under me.
Mm-hmm.
My father had some other kids too, so altogether it's 9 boys and 8 girls. I'm smack dab in the middle. We had to grow. I had to have. I had to be chaperoned. So a lot of people that know me, they treat me like a sister. I know a lot, and my brothers and nephews and my son are so close to me because I can talk to them. Because I liked hanging out with the boys. Back then, I was born in '61. Mm-hmm. My mother was a Black Panther, a nurse that did the sickle cell testing, and she had friends in the motorcycle club, and she played piano in church or something. Mm-hmm. With that being said, we come from when we had communities, you know what I mean? And I trust a lot of men, and a lot of men trust me. And women, I got a lot of sisters, so we deal with all kind of issues. But see, Hunger was talking about being emotional. I've learned how to not be emotionally driven and be spiritually led.
I hear you.
And your spirit, like you was talking about, you know how you get that aura, that vibe that you give out. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't even have to say no means no. People know when you grow up. I don't like new people really. I don't. Because I love everybody, especially that. I ain't trying to trip though, but just that it is what it is. And I don't like people.
Okay.
Look, I'm in the middle, so I've seen a lot of bull crap, but I'm coming up.
Well, I'm glad you like, hey, Juliet, I'm glad you like me. And guess what you just did?
Brought L.A. Watson. I'm from the law.
There we go. L.A. Watts is in the building. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. Heavy topic tonight. Listen, it takes maturity. It takes respect. It takes consideration. It takes, a sense of morality to be okay. Confidence, self-assuredness, right? To be okay with your significant other having friends of the opposite sex. But like I said to you guys earlier in this hour, this show is going to transition into tomorrow's show. And I did it on purpose. I used this show as the setup for tomorrow's topic. But let me give you this. Navigating friendships with the close friends of one significant other, it requires a delicate balance of emotional intelligence, and that's something we all need to work on. We all need to work on our communication skills. And we have to learn how to establish healthy boundaries if we're going to be, integrating our inner circle in terms of our friends with our intimate life. I still believe that there should be a certain level of separation, right? Yes, you're supposed to have some close people in your circle that, know your wife, or, you know what I mean? But they know her like, oh, that's Zoe's wife. But they should know us through her. Do you see? They should know our issues through her, and vice versa, right? Her friends shouldn't know us through me. I think that's a breach of the trust. And it always feels awkward if you go around your girlfriend or your woman's, say, her inner circle, and they all got the screw face. Well, where did they get the screw face from? They got it from your woman, because your woman is talking to them about us. And I think that that's a breach as well. So again, balance, man. Listen to what I'm saying. There has to be balance. And more than balance, there has to be mutual respect. Your woman has to respect you enough to not divulge who you are, what you are, right? To, the opposite sex. Now, let me just say this. Does that apply? Listen to what I'm about to say. Does that apply to therapists of the opposite sex? Does that apply to spiritual advisement of the opposite sex? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you may have to go talk to a spiritualist that is a woman about your issue with your woman. Does that still apply? They'll say, well, that person is not your friend. But what if that person is your friend and they're qualified to help navigate you through this problem? Attila said, hey, that's different. I think it's different. But what do you think? Listen, I love starting the discussion, and I love throwing it back on you because I want you to finish it. Listen, up next, you already know who's coming in here. My friend, your friend, and she's got a fire show as well. Of course, it's RSVP with Jill Monroe. Listen, I'll be back tomorrow with not necessarily a part 2, but boy, tomorrow gonna be different. When we come forward, the voice of reason shall keep cooking.
Better than